Hi parents, welcome to LT Open House. My name is Jonathan Schaefer and I'm your student's math teacher this year. I'll be taking you on a brief video presentation of some of the course specifics about our class this year. Please join me. So I'd like to officially welcome you to Calculus AB. And before we get too far, I wanted to try to make this a little bit interactive. So I created a list of statements about myself just to try to introduce myself a little bit more to you. But the problem is one of these statements about me is false. So if you want to take a moment and just pause the video and try to figure out which one of these is the one false statement, go ahead and give that a try. When you're ready, you can play the video again. The correct answer is number 1. I did not graduate from LT, but all the other statements are in fact true. Here's a little bit of information about my background. I attended Valparaiso University in my undergraduate and Northern Illinois University for my master's degree. My teaching background involved a year teaching as an assistant at Michigan State University. I taught at Plainfield Central High School and then also here at LT, now starting my 16th year. I also coach boys soccer and I coach girls lacrosse. Here are some of my personal interests, just to kind of introduce some of my hobbies and things that I enjoy doing outside of the classroom. I love spending time with my family, my wife Kim, and our 4 kids, Nora, Kendall, Evan, and our newborn baby Hudson, who was born just over the summer. So this class is calculus. Why would we want to study calculus? Why would a student want to enroll in this class? And here are some reasons that really make calculus one of the more cohesive classes that we offer here, at least in math at LT. It's a great bridge between high school math and college math. And it really prepares students' minds for the way that they think and problem solve for those college level courses. This year in calculus, we're going to be studying all of the different topics and objectives using these 4 methods. We'll have a graphical, numerical, algebraic, and verbal approach to just about every question, every problem, and every idea that we attack and approach in calculus this year. What should students expect? A lot of hard work, a lot of academic rigor, but great reward as we embrace the challenges and struggles together of a really rewarding math class. Most of our class will provide an emphasis on the AP exam and preparing students to take that AP exam in whatever format it's going to look like in May of 2021. But throughout the class, we'll make sure that the students are very well prepared and that they're learning and collaborating and hopefully enjoying themselves as well as we advance through the curriculum. The grading practices in calculus, we will do a lot of practice, online practice, written practice, in the way of daily assignments and learning checks. Most will be submitted, any that will be submitted to me online, but there also will be others where the students will just be accountable for their own work. All of the practice that we do will not be counted toward the grade. The final semester grade is simply going to be the cumulative assessment scores or the average of the unit tests that we take from time to time. Now, how is this year different? We're starting the year with a remote learning situation, and that is very unusual and unprecedented in the fact that we haven't done this before. So what we're going to do in calculus is sort of flip our classroom around. The idea is that there'll be instructional videos assigned for homework that the students can watch, and then complete notes, maybe complete a short quiz or video check on those notes, and then we'll come back to class together synchronously and we'll practice. We'll do interactive activities and answer questions, just kind of collaborate with one another in breakout sessions, and then just provide a lot of extra help and support for each other as we're practicing and learning the concepts that we saw in the video prior to each session. A lot of technology is going to be used in this class this year. I'm going to rely on YouTube and Khan Academy and Desmos, Delta Math, and of course our TI-84s to kind of get us through a lot of the topics, especially as we look through remote learning. My YouTube channel is where I'll be posting the videos, so any video lessons and notes can be found on my YouTube channel, and they can also be accessible through Canvas. So at this point, I'd like to take you on a Canvas tour. As you can see here, this is the homepage for our calculus class. And if you scroll down, we have the links to the class Zoom sessions that the students can join. And then there are calendars, weekly calendars where we have in-class activities along with assignments to do outside of class. Everything is hyperlinked. There are videos that are hyperlinked. Information about upcoming quizzes or tests will also be in the Canvas calendar. So students should be very comfortable accessing everything that they need for the class here as organized by week in the calendar. So one thing that hasn't changed is the things that we do in class from a day-to-day basis. Even though we're teaching remotely this year, and I can't be with my students in person in the classroom, we'll still do all of these things that we would do normally. Things like working hard, collaboration, learning from mistakes, checking our errors, embracing the struggles and the challenges, and really putting forth effort in all that we do in hopes of achieving great success throughout the course. One of the things about calculus is that we don't just focus on numbers, but that we look to make these connections to real-world applications. And that's why we really approach the course with a graphical and a numerical and an algebraic perspective. And we justify and we verbalize and we talk and communicate about these ideas. We want students to finish calculus not just knowing the course and the curriculum, but also improving upon their critical thinking skills and their problem solving skills as a student and as a person, to prepare them with those life skills, teamwork, discipline, and the joy of personal accomplishment. For you as parents, one of the things that I'd love to encourage is just independence. Let's both encourage your student to be independent. Continue to look at Infinite Campus and monitor Canvas as you're able, and just promote good study habits for your students. It's gonna be great to give them a space for them to do the remote learning. And then if they have any questions, or if you have questions or concerns about our class, the best way to reach me is by email. So feel free to just click send. My email address is down at the bottom of the screen that we're currently viewing, jschaefer@lths.net. And if your student also is looking for extra help opportunities, then have them reach out to me by email, and I'll be certain to arrange a time in a Zoom session where we can connect either before school or after school. And so finally, I just wanted to conclude by sharing what I have found to be 5 things for students to be successful in calculus. And the first one is to ask questions. We want to make sure that there is never a moment where a student is confused or they don't understand what's happening. So encourage them to ask and to be vocal. They can send a quick question in the chat, or they can talk to me directly as well. We ask students always to put forth their best effort. We want them to work hard every day and really appreciate and take pride in the work that they do. There'll be a lot of homework assigned. There'll be a lot of practice. Practice together that we do in class. There'll be practice that we do outside of class, video lessons and note-taking, and all of that homework, all of that practice is really where the learning is going to take place. So I encourage all of my students to really learn through the practice and the homework that they do each day. As just mentioned, utilize extra help opportunities. Make sure that they take the initiative. The students should be reaching out if there is anything that they need. We're always here to help and support the students. And I check email often, and I am always looking for ways I can make the class better and more supportive for each one of my students. And then finally, show up. It's really hard to learn math when the students aren't here. So that means they're logging into Zoom on time, and they're spending the entire duration of the Zoom session together with me in class, collaborating with one another, and putting forth as much time as necessary to make sure that they learn. And so if you notice, the 5 things for success in calculus, my sort of list of big 5, together they spell the word A+. And that is absolutely my wish for all of your students this year in calculus. So even though we are remote learning, I wish you, your families, and your students at LT here just the best of luck and the best of success as we move forward into this brave new world. But I'm really excited to have your student in my class this year. Thanks for watching this video, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. I'm looking forward to a really fantastic year working with your student together in math. Thank you.